Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today I am super duper extra excited for this video because in this video we'll be talking about one of my favorite top 3 YouTubers' new makeup brands. So Samantha Ravndahl, if you don't know her, you don't know what you're missing. You're missing such a big character, such a big person that I admire and that the beauty community admires just because she is so real and just so herself that it's amazing. I've followed her now for a couple of years since I've discovered her, and the moment I saw her I fell in love with her personality and just the way she's just not trying to be perfect and just being herself. And I'm so happy for her that she launched her brand, that she's now pregnant, and I just feel very happy things for her. And now that she has her brand, which, oh my god, such a beautiful brand. I'm really happy to have supported her and to talk about these beautiful products. So if you're interested in knowing more about Samantha Ravndahl, her brand, and all that it stands for, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the biggest product. This is the Auric Oil. So the brand is Glow by Auric. So everything about the brand is based in gold and gold related products. It's like we're all supposed to glow, and it embraces diversity and whatnot. So everything's supposed to be super luxurious because it's gold. And I mean, as you can see, it stands by itself. And I love the fact that she named it Auric rather than just Samantha Ravndahl. Just like she said, she wanted the brand to stand by itself rather than being attached to her name. So honestly, this is so beautiful. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the Glow Lust. So this is a radiant luminizer. This highlight, smooth, and hydrate. Innovative polymers brighten and hydrate dull skin for a healthy, natural glow. Wear alone, mixed with complexion products, or finish your look for a long-lasting radiance. So I'm just gonna take it out of the package. I haven't opened this yet, so I'm super excited. Oh my god, this product's so beautiful. I got this in selenite, so I think this actually might be a little bit too light for me, but I'm okay with it because you're supposed to use this as either part of your base or as a highlighter, so that's fine. I didn't want it to be super dark. So you can use it with your skincare, you can use it with your foundation, you can use it as a highlighter. So I've seen a couple of reviews, I've seen how the product works, and this is very glowy. I just want to talk about the product and how beautiful it is. This side drip that it has, it's so beautiful, and I just have nothing else to say rather than it's pure beauty. And I love the fact that she mentioned how much they worked around the pump so that you could control the amount of product you were taking out. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in and see how this looks. I'm gonna actually apply it before my foundation, or kind of along with my foundation, because this one that I'm gonna use is a little bit on the matter side, more to normal to matte. So we're gonna use it and see how it blends in, how it makes it dewy, because I've seen other people who tried it with dewy foundations and it was a little too much. So I'm just gonna try it with that and see how it goes. Okay, so now that you guys are up and close, I'm just gonna do a full pump of this and see how it looks. Well, this looks kind of like a luminizing primer, which is pretty much what it is. It's not very runny. I don't know how much this can hydrate my skin, but oh wow, that's kind of thick. Let's see how that wears out. I don't know if you're supposed to apply this much to your skin, but we've already gone in, so let's see. Ooh. You see that? Oh my god. Yes. Okay, so this is what my face looks like, and it's very glowy. This reminds me a lot, I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me a lot of the Becca illuminating primer. I don't know if you remember that primer. It was such a big thing a couple of years ago for me. And what I do like, the difference between this one and the Becca one, is that this doesn't peel on my skin. So usually very highlighty primers or very highlighty products tend to peel on my skin because my skin is so dry. They tend to be more of like an illuminator, more like a highlighter, rather than being actually hydrating. They might reflect light, but they're not hydrating. So this feels very highlighty, and it feels a tad hydrating. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like my skin is soaking it up. There are other products like my regular moisturizer where it feels like it, you know, it's truly super hydrating. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like if you have normal skin, this will be more than enough hydrating. However, for me, it's, you know, it's normal. It's not intense, which I never said that she said that. It's just, you know, I think it makes sense what they say, like mix it with your skincare so that it, you know, it illuminates and intensifies your moisturizer. So your typical moisturizer, I feel like this would intensify it even more. Like I still have so much product, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna save it until I have to highlight. So far so good. I do like that my skin is absorbing it pretty well. It's not super intense, but it's not peeling off, so that's a good thing. Oh my god, there's so much glow going around right now. I can see how this with a dewy foundation might be a little too much, so I would definitely maybe just use it as, you know, highlighting the pinpoints of my face, but I didn't want it to give this a try. So let's see how the foundation wears on top of this. I'm gonna use the ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation. I do typically add MAC Fix Plus to this because it tends to be a little too dry on my skin sometimes. Depends how my skin is feeling that day, but today it's feeling pretty great. So I'm just gonna jump into this and show you guys how it looks. Hey guys, so this is what my skin looks like after the foundation, and you know what I really like? That even though it might not feel like an intense hydrating moisturizer, it certainly looks like it. If you can see my skin, it's very glowy. This is definitely the kind of product I would probably use on a no makeup day. So my skin personally usually feels very dull. It looks very dull the day to day. You know, it's very dry. I just look tired constantly. So I really like glowy products to make me look more alive, more awake. So this is definitely the kind of product I would use by itself. Like just with, like I would probably mix my moisturizer with my sunscreen and this to make me look glowy and just head out the door and just look more alive. That's the kind of way that I would use this. I don't think I'd use it by itself, and probably because I applied a little too much and didn't give it enough time to adhere to my skin, but it feels a little bit on top of it. However, I'm not mad at it at all, and I'm just gonna give it more time, actually do the rest of my face and see how that looks. Okay guys, so this is my face after all the products applied, and this highlighter is beautiful. Now, I'm not the kind of person who would use this as a highlighter, not because it doesn't work, but because I am very lazy. I do not like to apply highlighter with my fingers because usually when I'm already past the primer time, I like to use tools, I like to use brushes, and I haven't found the right brush for highlighters. So if you do have a brush for liquid highlighters, drop it in the comment section. But other than that, this is beautiful. This is the perfect beautiful highlighter because as I was putting it on, it was very, very light, and I love the fact that it doesn't show up unless I'm like, you know, showing it against the light. So it's very from within. That's what I really like. Those are my favorite kind of highlighters, especially for the day-to-day. But I would definitely stick to this for primer and kind of for like skincare routines and stuff like that to go out the door, because of Warm My Alley, that's the only place where I touch my face. But this obviously works for priming and for highlighting because this is beautiful and there's nothing else to say to that. Now, the way that my skin is looking, it looks amazing. I feel like that as I've, you know, put everything down, I also noticed that the product was kind of like on top of my skin, and I realized that with more, I want to say with matter products like the ColourPop foundation, I realized that I tend to go for more denser brushes. So after I did my foundation with this brush, I went in with this one to kind of like put it in my skin, and once I did that, it did look different. So do be careful with the kind of product that you're using because your tools can highly influence how a product might look. So yeah, after I did that, the product sunk into my skin. If you can see, my skin is looking gorgeous. It's so hydrated, so glowy, and the product completely sunk in. I love how my forehead is looking. I don't know why, but I love a glowing forehead, and it's looking so glowy and so nice. I have zero complaints about this product. And again, this packaging is fucking beautiful. Like, I just want to take this with me everywhere and just kind of show it to people. Just be like, hey, look at my primer. Look at my highlighter. Like, this is beautiful, and I have nothing bad to say about it. Granted, I will list the price below. I believe this was like 40 bucks. I don't really remember, but it was around that. Yes, it is kind of pricey, but again, if this is the kind of product that you would be using, I definitely give it a go. This is a nice kind of splurge. Again, packaging, you're paying for that as well, for this luxurious ass packaging. If you think of it, this kind of packaging would go more on the Marc Jacobs alley, so more 60, 70 bucks. So you're getting this kind of packaging, and the product in itself, it's worth it because you're gonna be using it constantly, at least on my case. I know that I would really get a kick out of this, but either way, if you want to splurge, this is highly approved by me. The other product that she released were Smoke Reflect. So twist off upper lid to reveal the ultra pigmented metallic cream shadow. Open the lid to find the light enhancing shimmer powder plus mirror. So this is a beautiful product. This was super pricey. This was probably also 40 bucks, but you're getting two shadows in one. And after I paid 30 bucks for the hourglass, I realized if I pay 30 bucks for the hourglass, I can pay 40 for two shadows in one. So whatever. And I had to support Sam. I just had to. By the way, I chose the shade Ego, which is the dark grayish shade. I really liked it because it's not the typical silver shade. It's kind of like greeny, kind of very cool tone. I really like it. I also like how this looks. I've never tried cream shadow, so this is something exciting. I do have to say, I did try this on my arm the other day when I got it because I couldn't resist myself. And the cream, well, like where I applied the cream, it was genuinely hard to take off. Like, this is the kind of product that will stay on your lid. So one, be careful, and two, priced. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a little dense brush and I'm gonna jump in and put this, there's a little product here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my eyes as a base. I do like a lot silvers for the eyes because they tend to make my eyes pop, especially brown eyes. So I'm just gonna, oh wow, that's very pigmented. This is pretty. Let me just give you guys a close-up. This packaging though, it's so beautiful. It's such a weird product. I don't know if I've never tried cream shadows per se, but it's like moussey and it's so weird. To me, it's so weird, but I'm just giving it a chance. I'm still having fun with it. Kind of trying to blend this out. I don't want it to, you know, stay unblended somewhere and then looking weird. I like that I can blend this with my fingers. Okay, I don't know if this is what you should be doing or if I'm using the wrong kind of brush, but with a finger, it's so much more intense and I love how metallic it is. Ooh, this is such a beautiful color. I don't think I have anything like this. It's like gunmetal. I hope the camera can pick the beauty of this shade. Okay, so my experience with this, I don't know how to blend cream shadow. I'm not an expert, but when it comes to pigmentation, I am very, very pleased. I love how it looks. I love how it's not patchy at all. It's just hard for me to blend it out because I'm not used to this formula. I like how it's smoothie. I certainly have no experience with this. I can't tell you like, oh, I've had many better cream shadows that blend better. No, I don't, but I love this. I'm genuinely in love with that. So I'm just gonna apply this same powder on top of the eye to see the effect of that. I've only seen it on my wrist and it looks beautiful. Oh dear Lord. That is so beautiful. That is such a beautiful gray. And I love how it has that hint of green. I don't have anything like this. So in my defense, it was a good splurge. But it's such a weird gray because it has like green, kind of like yellowish tone to it. It's a weird shade, but I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna finish doing my eyes and put some lip balm just to kind of give this video a wrap up. But we pretty much know how I feel about this. Hey guys, this is the whole look and I am in love. I love how beautiful these shades are and how metallic and how intense the pigmentation is, especially of the powder. I have to also mention how I did my face before I did my eye. This is a very dark eyeshadow and no fallout. No fallout from the metallic shade, no fallout from the cream shade. Beautiful. I have no complaints. This is so pretty. Definitely, again, I'm not an expert in cream shadow, but you know, it's kind of hard to blend out. I'm not, you know, never never really used that, but I'm really excited to learn and to practice. Oh, what a beautiful color. I honestly cannot wait to use this eyeshadow by itself all over the lid. Oh, it must be so beautiful. So I'm just seeing it in my inner corner highlight and it just looks so beautiful and kind of almost like a highlighter in the sense that it reflects, like it catches the light so it looks different from every angle. I really like that. So you guys, that was pretty much it. I really enjoyed these two products. It was a splurge, but it was definitely worth it, at least for me. I feel like this is the kind of product I just want to lay out in my bathroom and just look at it while I'm using it. I really do like this a lot. I look so glowy and so hydrated in ways that my skin usually isn't, so I very much appreciate that. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, Samantha, for putting your creativity out there and making it into a product. I'm in love with it. I will continue to support you because I love you. And yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have been able to try this product, do leave in the comment down below your thoughts around the cream eyeshadow and all that stuff. I'd really love to know how you feel about it, especially if you have a different skin type. If you have it normal or if you have it oily, how do you feel about this product? I'd really love to know. So leave it in the comment down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.